couple times here. Today I'm gonna make some cookies. Yeah, Christmas cookies that I make every year, and I'm gonna take you through an easy, very easy recipe that I learned on Pillsbury on a Pillsbury box. No plug there, but I just it was probably the easiest thing that I've cookies that I've made every year for all my family. Since I don't really buy a exorbitant amount of gifts for my family, because my family has so much stuff as it is, and they don't need too much other things. But yeah, so this recipe I'm going to tell you, it's very simple, very easy. I thank Pillsbury for this. Um, but I make the Funfetti Pillsbury cookies. It's very simple. You get your favorite box of, well, it can be Funfetti, it can be any of the cake mixes you like. Um, and you want to preheat your oven to 375, and which I've been doing for here for a little bit already. But any cake mix this recipe works with. If you like Pillsbury, Duncan Hines, Betty Crocker, whatever, they, this recipe works for. I'm using Funfetti Pillsbury stuff because that's where I learned the recipe originally. And so you take, like I said, take any box you got here. And I'm starting off right with the Christmas Funfetti. I gotta get some scissors here. Let's see. Just open it up. Cut it off. But yeah, I've been making this recipe for years, and my family loves it. Maybe your family will love it too. So I just dumped all the stuff in, mix in the bowl there. You take a third a cup of oil, vegetable oil, third a cup of vegetable oil. So simple. I really love this recipe. And then dump it in your dry cake mix. Let's see. You need 2 eggs, which I gotta get here, so stand by. Of course, I didn't open this previously here. I bake between me and my wife. We bake a lot of stuff, so we usually get the big flat eggs. 2 eggs. Hopefully here. So crack them up here. And depending on your elevation, you're also going to want to, where I live, it's not very high, so I usually put a little, not even really a teaspoon of flour in. It's like, I just get like a normal spoon. Oh, that's sugar. I'm going to put sugar in it. I barely put any, so put a little flour in it, dump it in, and just mix it all together. And it get kind of thick here. Let me adjust the camera so you can see, like the bowl I'm using here. Just mix it up. So I've got a fairly good sized family, so I usually make, and usually can get about, I want to say, once you do all this up, get it mixed up, set, I say probably about 24 and a half dozen cookies out of one cake mix. Depends on the mix. Like I said, I've been doing this so long, it's kind of second nature, and and how many boxes I usually go through. I'm doing 12 this year, 12 different kinds. I got normal funfetti that I'm making. Well, the Christmas funfetti that I'm making here now. Then I got like I didn't realize there were so many different funfettis. I got like a winter snow funfetti. Let's see, strawberry. Something new this year. Like, wow, Oreo funfetti. So this might be really good. And got chocolate Oreos, and finally just normal chocolate funfetti. So those will probably be the ones I'll be making for you all today. I'm actually probably just going to take you through this very first batch, and then I'll focus and do all the other batches on my own here, not being on live, so I can just focus and get that done. So mixing up the batter here. Let's see. Yeah, this is quite moistury. Usually once I get this done up, I wait about, I put it in the freezer and let it set up probably about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, just so it's cooler, and you can like actually, towel here, you can actually do like, either prepare your next batch or whatnot. But it's easier because I have a cookie scoop that opens them and lets them out, like scoops them up and then plops them on the pan, this cookie sheet. Yeah, this is quite mushy. Adding some flour, also like a little more flour than this, also thickens it up quite a bit. But I'm gonna set that. Actually, hang on. We're gonna get the sheet here. I gotta get this first batch. But like I said, it helps usually if you have a little more flour and can set up, or refrigerate this or put it in the freezer for about 5-10 minutes to have it set up so it's not so sloppy. And usually it's not so sloppy, but here we go. And then once you get everything lined out, move the camera here a little bit so you can see me put them on the cookie tin. But like I said, this is probably the easiest way I've ever made cookies. When it comes to like holidays and whatnot, I prefer cookies. Well, I'm not a cake fan. This was the route I went quite a bit when I got like celebrating my birthdays, and as I got older, like I went this route. Instead of cakes for my birthday, I'd go the cookie route and some sherbet. I'm a big sherbet fan. Yeah, so this is quite a simple recipe. And once you get it in the oven, you want to let it bake for about 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes at 375. I'm doing the big no-no that I learned when I was in school. Like, I took home economics classes. I'm not afraid to admit to that. But this frosting is this mix is so good that it's like I like to eat it, which is not. But on this batch, I'll try to. I usually have a scoop left that I usually eat, and then that's all I really have for sugar the whole day, because these are quite sweet. Yeah. So yeah, we got this going here. Putting up the cookies. hope you enjoy the content I had last week, like putting up the tree and um, opening up my Star Trek Christmas tree ornaments. You know, that was a good thing. I'm putting a video together right now of the whole Twitch thing that I did last week with my ornaments. And I also just put up part one of the stream where I was putting up the tree and getting out my village and stuff. That is also on my YouTube channel. You should go check it out. DFX 1701. DFX 1701 on YouTube. DFX 1701 on Twitter and Instagram. Yeah. But I did a really cool thing last week. You know, you guys kind of were all watching my Twitch stream. Well, I was also live on Facebook, at least on part one, but I could not, and unfortunately, you guys will probably never see that video on my YouTube channel because it got blocked right away because it was playing Home Alone and stuff in the background. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But it was a cool experiment that I'll do maybe differently the next time I attempt to do it. So right now, if you're just joining me, I'm baking Christmas cookies. It's something I do every year at this time, and this is my gift to my family. And I have so many different people and stuff in my family, but so I'm making Funfetti Christmas cookies. And what it is you basically take a third a cup of vegetable oil, 2 eggs, and your favorite cake mix. And I found this, like I said, on the box of one of the Pillsbury boxes. I was making a cake years and years, probably 30 years ago. Wow. And yeah, but so I've got them all on the tray one. This is tray one, and like I said, let me go into the oven behind me. About 10 minutes, I will have some cookies. So I'm having some camera problems here. But so yeah, in about 10 minutes, I'll have the first batch out, and I'll show you what they look like when they're cooked up here. While they're cooking, I'm going to do another tray of them. You know, if you have any questions about what I'm doing right now, just hit me up, send me a message, DM me or whatever you do here on the Twitch chat. If you want to donate, hey, I don't know how that goes down, but you're free to donate to me if you want to. You can also, I have a donate link on my YouTube channel as well, and that's DFX 1701 out there on YouTube. I do a bunch of unboxings, and like this is new for me this year, making stuff for you live. What's up? I'm making Christmas cookies. Very simple recipe, and it's basically, I got off a Pillsbury box about, I don't know, 30 years ago, and it's basically you take your favorite cake mix, and third a cup of vegetable oil, and like I said, favorite cake mix. I'm making the Funfetti ones, but it works with any of them, and two eggs and a little bit of flour, and yeah, preheat the oven to 375, and in about 10 to 12 minutes you get cookies. And like I said when I first started on here today, it's a very simple task and project, or very quick baking. Yeah, making cake cookies. Yeah, it's like probably the coolest recipe I've ever come across. Learned it on a Pillsbury box. But like I said, it's simple. It's the simple thing: 2 eggs, third a cup of oil, your favorite cake mix, and two. Yeah, they're really good. Usually with this mix, it depends on your altitude where you're at. You want to add a little flour to it. I wouldn't say too much because that kind of takes away from the. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, Back to the Future, my favorite all-time movie trilogy. Let's see. I'll show you. I'll move the camera down here so you can see what I'm doing now. I'm just got a cake dropper or cookie dough maker. I'm just dropping cookies on the sheet right now. Yeah. Let's see. So, if you're, are you? I can't read your name. The camera's kind of fire. Yeah, Spider-Man. What is if you like some? I put up my tree last week. I think it's still available for you to watch out here on Twitch if you're interested in watching that. Also did a kind of an unboxing video where I pretty much I'm a big Star Trek fan, so I unboxed all my Star Trek Christmas tree ornaments. I think I have them all, but it's hard to tell. I'm missing maybe a couple because they were Comic-Con exclusives and whatnot. Let me wash my hands up here. But I'm trying to get into the YouTube thing quite a bit more lately. So if you want to go to my channel, DFX 1701, I got like unboxing videos, gone to a few concerts. Live long and prosper, man. But yeah, so let's see. I'm about at, where am I at here? Oh, they're looking good. I got the oven right behind me, kind of cool. Yeah, so since I got one batch done, I got the next one ready to go in the oven. But so while I'm waiting, I usually start up, and this one I'll make this one. First batch, I got the Christmas Funfettis. This is like a wintry Funfetti. So it's like, I'll take you through this process again here. For people just joining me, hope there's a few out there who find this kind of interesting and entertaining. But it's pretty simple. Just dump cake mix into the. This one's got like blue sprinkles, so it'll be like a blue. And then get my third of a cup of oil. You can ice them. I usually don't. It's just another step. I've done with icing. What's really good, and I've done this a couple times, is actually a little something different. I actually get sherbet or ice cream and make little sandwich cookies out of them. They come out really, really good. Your favorite ice cream, whatever. And that, you can also wrap those up and freeze them, and so you have them for a different time or whatever. So they're really good that way. I'm not too much into the frosting, but you can do the frosting. It's just kind of more of another step. But yeah, I have had them with the frosting as well. Check on these here. I didn't have a timer going on these, so I'm I did look at a clock though, so I'm just kind of checking on them occasionally. Oh, gotta get the eggs. I've already put the third cup of oil in. So I've got, 2 eggs, third a cup of oil, cake mix. That is that's a puzzle. That was, if you ever seen Spaceballs, that's the castle, the kind of the matte background painting they used for the castle in Spaceballs. It's been in a lot of other shows and movies, but I know it from Spaceballs. But when we got it is some castle in England, but I don't know the specific name of it. And yeah, so that's a oh, that's cool. Yeah, so yeah, it's the castle they used, but it's a famous castle in England that I've never been to, but it's pretty cool. So once I get all that in, I'm out of flour right now, but I usually put some flour in too, and then I just mix up the mix here. Better check on the cookies here, because they should be about, first batch about ready to pop out here. Yeah, you want to let them get to it like a golden brown consistency. So they're first batch coming out of the oven right now. Usually what I do is I take a spatula, because they're kind of puffy, so I kind of flatten them down a little bit. And then I let them cool a little before I take them off the tray. Get this mixed up. So this is like a blue sprinkle funfetti, what I'm mixing up here now. Yeah, I kind of this year, years previous, I've added chips and like chocolate chips and butterscotch chips. But this year, since Funfetti has so many different varieties out this year, like cake wise, I've decided just to be a Funfetti Christmas here. Let's see. So I got the blue sprinkly ones mixed up. Rule number 1 when you're making cookies: as much as you want to test the product, when I was growing up in home ec and all that, you really couldn't do that because that was kind of frowned on. But for this, all right. So here's my scoop. We're gonna scoop out these for the next batch here, or to finish off this half of the last batch. I'm just gonna have a rainbow variety. Yeah, like I thought it was kind of cool this year. I didn't realize that Oreo put out some Funfetti stuff. So I'm gonna actually have some Oreo Funfetti cookies, chocolate and white. So that's gonna be kind of a new experiment for me this year. Sticking everything. Let me pan down again so you can see what I'm doing there. You can see that kind of there's already a different tint with the blue cookies or the normal Funfetti sprinkly ones. Plan on here after a while to get I've got a video uploading from the Twitch stream I did last week, and it will be up on my YouTube here and it's probably the longest. I do unboxing videos normally on my YouTube channel, and it's probably the longest one I've ever done. It's about an hour and 43 minutes, because that's how long my Twitch stream went. Well, I did a little introduction for my YouTube, but yeah, that will be up shortly on my YouTube channel. It's actually downloading right now, so you should go check that out. Watch me unbox all my Star Trek Christmas tree ornaments. Yeah, I'm gonna get this batch done for you. I'll probably just call it good after that, because it's, like I said, there's not a lot of science to making these cookies. So once I get these scooped out, pop them in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes here. And then so just put them in the oven here. Alright, there's those. Get them in. So, let's see. Adjust here a little bit. I'll be taking them off the rack here. Of course I have a color. But I'm gonna do that. I just had a telephone call. I knew that was gonna happen. So, but anyway, I'll call that person back here in a minute. My mom probably just wondered what was going on. So. Yes, I just hung up on my mom. I know. I'm such a bad kid. Anyway. Oh, there it is. What did I do with the pot holder? I'll just show you what these look like when they're all done up. There's Funfetti cake cookies right there. Oh, that's funny. I apologize, Mom. I know that was you, but I couldn't. I wasn't going to interrupt my stream. I'll get back with you. I know you don't even watch YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or any of that kind of stuff. You're pretty not with that kind of technology, and that's okay. But I will call you back as soon as I'm done streaming here, because I'm a good son. You're probably seeing my butt right now, everybody, but hey, that's okay. So got that. Yeah, I might have gone a little too long. They're a little browner than I thought they'd be on the bottom. That's okay. Scrape this off. Okay. Let's see. So I'll finish out this batch, get them on a tray and get them ready to go in the oven. And then I'll probably just leave it at that. Play this, upload it, and play it back on YouTube after I'm done making stuff for today. So let's see. We'll get this done up here. But so far this has gone really easy. Usually I can get a couple batches done, like a couple boxes done within about an hour's time frame. Let's see. But if anybody's watching this back later, I just tell you, my name's DFX. Welcome to my live stream of making Christmas cookies. Um, easy to make cake Christmas cookies. Basically, it's a simple recipe I found on a Pillsbury box about 30 years ago, where you take your favorite cake mix, 2 eggs, a third a cup of vegetable oil, and you bake them up, mix it up, bake it in an oven at 375, and yeah. And then about 10 to 12 minutes later, you've got cookies. And yeah, this is quite the thing here. I'll actually eat one of my own cookies and show you what they look like, taste like, what they look like inside, or what you usually should get them like to look like once they're done baking. So I've got this tray ready to go. Let's see here. Check on the ones I got in the oven. Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, so here's what the cookies look like when they're done. Kind of get them about this color, light brown on the bottom, just so they're done. And they're kind of that color on top as well. But yeah, there's your Funfetti, Pillsbury Funfetti Christmas cookie made out of cake mix. Yeah. Pretty dang good. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you'd like to see the playback on this later, continue to watch my Twitch channel, or I will also have this uploaded to my YouTube channel, where you can check it out, DFX 1701D, or that's my channel here on Twitch. But on YouTube, I'm just DFX 1701. And all right, I just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, live long and prosper. Thanks for watching.